Irene, thanks so much. A $160 million transformation that's aimed at transforming how Hawaii's children are cared for. Kapiolani Medical Center is in the midst of a hospital renovation, and now it's your chance to help in the campaign for Hawaii's children. Joining us now to talk about the hospital construction project is Martha Smith. She's the COO of Kapiolani Medical Center, and Jeff Arce of the Kapiolani Health Foundation. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Martha, why don't I start off with you? You know, Kapiolani is known for such a high level of care for keiki and women, and right now there's a big space issue. So how is this campaign helping with that issue, and what is it going to look like?
Well, this campaign will help us raise funds for the space that we need. We haven't expanded our walls in over 30 years at the facility, and we need space for education and training. We really have a goal of providing family-centered care so our families can stay and participate in the healing process with their children.
And this is the first time that people are looking at some of those renderings of the hospital. It looks amazing.
It is. The focus is on our shared services building, and we'll expand our intensive care units and build new meeting rooms and conference space, have some new dining facilities, so it's a really exciting time for us.
And Jeff, you've been gathering many community leaders to help with this effort, one of them including pro golfer Tad Fujikawa. He was born as a preemie.
He was a preemie.
He was a little more than a pound when he was born?
I think he was somewhere between a pound and 2 pounds,
Wow.
about a pound and a half.
And
yeah.
That's a little more than someone's hand. Who are some of the other people that you've been able to jump on this effort, and how are you helping in the fundraising effort?
Well, we've actually been in the community for about a year and a half to 2 years, Mahilani, and so we've actually touched a lot of people in the community. And Kapiolani, as you know, has touched almost everybody on the whole island, either directly or indirectly. So there's been a lot of really interesting stories of people. We actually, on Saturday night, we had a big dinner to kick off the campaign, and we had a girl there that was a preemie. She was born about 1.5 pounds, and she's gone on to college and wants to be a doctor, and she's actually interning at the hospital this year in the NICU where she was born and spent the first part of her life.
Well, I can tell you those stories are really touching, and I don't think there was a dry eye at that dinner. How else has Kapiolani really touched your heart, and when do you think the public can start seeing some of these changes at Kapiolani Medical Center?
Well, they can see them now. They've actually started working on the parking garage. That'll be the first step, and then once the parking garage is done, they can't close the hospital, so they're going to use all their facilities to move things around and stay open 24/7 and keep expanding it. So you can see the changes now. And as to your question about how Kapiolani's touched me, my daughter was actually born 15 and a half years ago, and she was 3.5 months early. So she was the size of my hand when she was born. And so it touched us very deeply, and that's why I'm involved in the campaign.
Wow, it is truly amazing. You know, the infants who are in that newborn intensive care unit, it's amazing what they do there. Such a high level of care, but there are, the parents are a little cramped, and so this will give them more space, right, Martha?
Absolutely. We're expanding our newborn intensive care unit from a 46-bed unit to 70 private rooms. So parents will be able to stay with their babies, and that's so important.
That is. Well, Martha Smith and Jeff Arce, thank you so much for joining us, and good luck with your campaign and in the future.
Thank you
Thanks
so
very
much.
You're welcome.
Thanks,
And don't forget, if you'd like to see this interview on Kapiolani Medical Center's big campaign, you can go over to the morning section of our website, kitv.com/thismorning. The time now is 6:15.